Afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time. As I always say every single week, typically we host these on Thursdays at 2 p.m. As you know, this week is different. It's special. We have a double header webinar week on Wednesday, which is what you're on right now, and then tomorrow again at 2 p.m. Eastern, which we're actually gonna go over in Show Me Now Direct and all of the latest updates, changes, marketing material, all of the above. And we're going to have our newest marketer, Christy. She's going to be on as well. So that'll be new and different. So make sure you are registered and on tomorrow, again, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's switch gears and talk about today why we're all here, why we are all so excited to officially launch our senior health insurance department that we've been talking about for literally years. So, fast forward to today. As you know, we had a big press release. It's been all over social media. It's online. In fact, if you go pull up Levinson and Associates, you'll find probably 20 plus articles about the latest partnership with Levinson and AmeriLife. And the goal was that our agents can look at us as a one-stop shop. Okay, so think about the life side, the annuity side, and now the health insurance side. So you can deal with us just like before, get all of the great service, the tools, right? Top commissions. And on above and beyond that, now a turnkey senior health insurance department. Okay, so nothing to lose, everything to gain. We have partnered up with the nation's top health platform, okay, which I know you're going to love. We have all of your bases covered from A to Z. And you got to think about this. We have over 24,000 agents in just about every city in the U.S. And for so many years, everyone's saying, Bill, I wish you guys had health. I'm working with ABC Financial out of Louisville, Kentucky, and I wish I can do everything through you. And now you can do exactly that. So we're super excited inside of the office. Our agents are excited. I can just see all of the social media comments, the emails. So we are delighted to have this training and launch today. So thanks for attending. What we're going to do real fast, we're going to go over a few more slides, and then I'm going to introduce our two health VPs who are joining us, and they're going to highlight our feature presentation of the day in about 5 to 7 minutes here. So let's go to the first slide. What I'm also going to do is at the end, I'll have our webinar giveaway. So we'll ask a question that has to do with our slides. Whoever answers first and correctly will announce your name, and you win the new Apple AirPods and the new IUL prospecting book on us. Now, typically we say you have to be an active Levinson agent to win and participate. This time, you have to be an active Levinson agent, but you also have to fill out the health request form. Okay, so even if you didn't fill it out yet, you can do it after the call if you win. Even if you don't win, we want you to fill it out. But regardless, I think by the time we're done, everyone's going to want to be part of this. So all good stuff. All right, this is the press release that went out a couple of weeks ago now. And again, you can just do a search and you'll find it online, or it's on our website. This was myself and Carrie just highlighting all of the perks from this partnership for our agents. It's awesome if you haven't checked it out yet. What's so neat too is this month, as you know, it's my birthday. We literally devote my birthday around Pinktober, the American Cancer Society donation, and it's all about your premium. And then we look at everything together and make the donation based on our staff, our agents, in fact, every one of you all on this call. So thank you again. We also were picked to be Banner Life's top IMO leader. So we're going to be in their newsletter for October as well. So everything came at once. And again, just super excited. You can tell in my voice, and it's because of you all. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is highlight the Senior Health Insurance Department. This is a brochure that is on our website, and I don't want to steal any of the presenter's thunder, but we have you covered. That's all you need to know, right? With agent benefits, lead programs, top products, everything from A to Z. There is not a better senior health platform on this planet. Okay, and you'll see why in a few more minutes. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is talk about some of the new agent perks, the benefits by being a Levinson active agent. So everything we had before was awesome. We have taken it up a notch. And think about this for a second, right? In our business, you were either an independent agent, right, on, let's say, the left side, and the right side, you were a career agent, a captive agent, right? And we all know on the career side, right, all of the pluses were that you had all these great agent benefits, maybe access to a group health plan, right? Lead programs, back office staff, all of these great things. The problem was the commissions were horrible. You could only sell two or three or four products from one company, right? You were kind of handcuffed. So when you go back to the left side on the independent brokerage side, it was great because you can sell all of the top products, get top compensation, right? And with Levinson, you get a lot of the tools and platforms. But now think about the career side benefits, right? Including a group health platform, but it's now on the brokerage side, on the independent side. So that's the best of both worlds. Okay. Think about a career agent back office on top of all the perks of being an independent brokerage agent. It's a win-win-win across the board. And that's what you now have access to as an active Levinson agent. So again, all of this is on our website. It's all available to you now, okay, as of the new partnership date. So you should be as excited as we are, which I know you are because I see the comments coming in as we're speaking. Let's keep moving. This is our latest E&O platform, which is a huge co-op discount starting at $295 for the health side. And then I believe the life and health side goes up to $395. What's awesome about this is if you're appointed with Levinson, right, with this new partnership, B-rated companies are covered. B-rated or better companies are covered through your Levinson appointments only. So that's another huge perk, okay? This will be in our email signatures and on our website as well. My second to last slide here, real fast. What is the most important question that comes out of most of the agents' phone calls, especially when they're newer agents calling in for the first time? It's commissions and leads. Okay. Well, we have the leads question answered, and check out the slide in front of you. And I know you're probably taking pictures of this, screenshots, whatever. We're going to send all of this out in the thank you email. What I want to mention is on the top section, that is our existing lead programs that we've had for many years. Okay. And they're all co-op discounted rates. On the bottom is what's coming as part of this new partnership with AmeriLife. So I just want to mention one thing. These prices are estimated. They can go up a little bit. They can go down a little bit. But this just gives you an idea of what will be available. So you'll have the top section and then the bottom section. And if you are at our South Florida breakfast training on November 7th, we're going to also discuss this there for about 20, 30 minutes. So hopefully you're part of that training if you're in Florida. In fact, anywhere in Florida. Hopefully you'll make the drive down to South Florida, and you need to register because the room is capped. So please make sure you register as soon as possible. Okay, our feature presentation of the day. Enough of my ranting. We have our two health VPs that are on right now. Kyle and Gerald are going to take the wheel. Just sit back, relax, take plenty of notes, and use that Q&A pane if you have any questions, comments, or feedback. Kyle, Gerald?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing? Good? We're very excited. Can you hear us?
Yep. Yes, perfect.
Awesome.
Loud and clear.
We are very excited to partner with Levinson and Associates on the Medicare side. Myself, Kyle England, I've been with the AmeriLife Marketing Group actually 19 years now. So just after college, I started here and been working with, producers all over the country, independent guys, large agencies, recruiters, and call centers. So, I mean, Gerald and I, we deal with everyone in the Medicare space. So we've seen it all. We know what you guys need as far as help. And, we have lots of support tools, technology. to offer you guys. So looking forward to the partnership and helping you guys grow on the Medicare side. So, but yeah, like I said, I've been here 19 years, and AmeriLife, we started in 1971, and Gerald and I worked for AmeriLife Marketing Group. We were the original Medicare, independent Medicare division for AmeriLife, and I think our division started sometime in the mid 80s. So we were one of the first FMOs like in the industry to do Medicare products. But yeah, super excited. Gerald, if you want to do a quick intro.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, excited to be here. Thanks for the opportunity. Same with Kyle. I've been marketing now close to 17 years and really specialized in nothing but Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements, Part D, helping agents facilitate, getting them from, contracting all the way to the steps where they're able to sell. And, it's always been exciting, helping agents grow throughout the years and seeing how much, their potential is, once they get into the Medicare field and are able to enhance and add that product to what they're already doing now. So again, happy to help all the agents out there with Medicare and how we can help you grow.
I know Bill actually already sent a lead over, and it's actually an agent down in South Florida I already work with. So it is kind of a small world, just, the Medicare industry and the agents out there. But we're definitely looking forward to helping you guys grow. And if you already are in the Medicare business, I mean, that's key, because right now we're right in the midst of it, right? AEP, it started on October 15th and it runs through December 7th. So like now is the time that agents are out there switching plans, finding the best product for their clients. But just so you guys know, I mean, we represent all the top carriers out there. I mean, you can see here, Aetna, Humana, UHC. Humana is actually our #1 product right now for Medicare Advantage. They have the best products in the country, followed by UHC and Aetna right behind them. And then we also offer Mutual Omaha, Anthem, and then we'll send you guys out a list of all the carriers, but I know it's probably at least 50 plus Medicare carriers out there we have access to. So if you see it on the quoting tool, we probably have access to it and we can get you guys appointed. But some of the benefits of, partnering with us and Levinson, like I said, national portfolio, top carriers. Gerald and I specialize in onboarding support. It does get confusing, if you're getting set up with several carriers at the same time. So we have dedicated licensing that can help, navigate through any kind of issues. And especially if you're transferring contracts, we'll help you get through that. We also have access to training, education, all that stuff. And Gerald will go over some of that here on the next slide. And then compliance material and a compliance department, just in case you have any issues there. So some of the other agent benefits, you'll have Gerald and I as your direct wholesale team. So reach out to us. I know there will be a form you guys can fill out, like you said, and then we will reach out, for now on, anyone that wants to get appointed or show you what the next steps would be to get set up. And then we have some lead generation platforms, which I know super excited to share. Gerald and I have a lot of agents that are using some of these lead platforms, and they're very successful, even on the life side of things too, for you guys. We have access to help you on marketing support. All our contracts are e-contracting, so everything will send to you, either links or contracting platforms. Also get access to our quoting and enrollment tools. And there is a cost associated, like if you were just to go get our quoting tool, you would have to pay anywhere from $100 to $250 a month, but we offer that at no cost to you guys for contracting with us or partnering with us. And then, like I said before, product training and sales education, you guys will have access to everything. But from here, Gerald, do you want to go ahead and talk about Agent Accelerator and maybe show them a quick demo on what that looks like and what the resources are in there?
Yeah, absolutely. So if we can take it to the Agent Accelerator slide, let me go here, make sure everyone can see that.
Yes, we are
Can
good.
you guys see this page?
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yes.
So once you log into an Agent Accelerator, you've got tons of different tools in here that you're going to do. Number one is contracting, whether you're going to contract with a carrier that we're sending to you, or if it's something where you want to send an invitation out to some of your downline agents. You have the ability to do that here, choose a carrier, and then from there, you're able to just email it to them very simply. They get it right away, and as soon as it's completed, it comes right back to our team to process. Within, let's say, about 48 hours, we're able to get that back to the carrier, and between 7 and 10 days, you'll have a writing number, and you're able to sell. Other things we have on here, quoting tool. A lot of agents are going to want to go on there and look at some different health products and quote for the clients. You can send them copies, or you can just use your leisure and be able to go through there and see what the best carriers are in your area. Other things like Medicare discounts for AHIP. We've got Medicare training. Some guys just want a quick, Medicare 101 training course. Doesn't cost you anything, but it goes here detailed. Every training session will have 10 questions at the end. It's similar to like what an AHIP certification is, but again, doesn't cost anything. And if you want to kind of just get in there and get a feel for what Medicare is, if you're brand new, that's what this course is here for. Your from a Sunfire, I'll get to that in a second, but this is a quick link to get you right to our enrollment platform to run quotes and really house all of your Medicare Advantage and Part D clients into. Quickly though, to run a quote, this loads for me here. You can choose Medicare supplement, for example, hop right into it, choose your zip code. Might be similar to some other websites or quoting platforms you've used with some of your products. And then right in here with this, it should just show, again, top carriers available, really every Medicare supplement that's available in that state or in that zip code area, it'll pop up. You're able to look at them, at a glance, all the carriers, or you can go into details on exactly, where the carriers come from. You can even go into the market analytics of it and find out exactly what their rate increase history is, if there is one, how new the block of business is, to really give your client an idea when they're making a choice of which Medicare supplement carrier to choose, what might be the best one for them. Discount, and then they even want to go in here in underwriting filters. If they've got heart trouble, cancer history, that kind of thing, diabetes, whether it's type 1 or type 2, there's certain carriers that have more liberal underwriting, I would say, that might help them get through it to get issued, okay? And that's the quoting tool. Let me go and hop over to our main website with Your FMO. Anyone can go here right now, check it out with some of the tools we offer here as an enterprise. But right here at the very top of this tab, Your FMO MA is our Medicare Advantage tab, which will then take you to some other tools, such as, well, here, certifications, for example. Agents are always contacting us or wanting to find out where are the certification links once they get contracted with a specific carrier. And here's going to give you a quick overview of all the Medicare Advantage carriers that we offer, and then guides and how to go to the link and then start your contracting or certification process, okay? So this is the one place to go to. And then right into, I'll go into the enrollment platform now with Sunfire. There are trainings, Q&A as well. But for some folks that want to get a demo right away of this, you can schedule a demo right here. Click on Schedule Demo Today. And right here, they're going to be able to choose a date, choose a time. And then we've got Max that's able to hop on that demo, whether it's 1 agent, 20 agents, 100 agents, and they can go through the whole website from start to finish, whether it's, going through the profile and setting up, on how to sell with their signature, to quoting, enrolling, and then scope of appointments. It's all there. We'll log in.
Yeah, just so you guys know, once you get appointed with one carrier for Medicare Advantage, then you'll gain access to the Sunfire platform, so you can enroll people. But you do have to be contracted and ready to sell with us for the carrier.
Mm-hmm. So this is dashboard. You can search your contacts once they're in here. Quoting and rolling, very simple. I'll show you real quick how to get into there. If you have to send a scope, you have the ability to do that, several different ways. And then there's also reporting if you have to look at your business. I'll go into the profile real quick, just so when you guys set this up, you'll see. Once you have at least one carrier, like Kyle mentioned, you can go into your ready to sell report, generate that, and you can see exactly which states, which carriers you'll be able to sell with, okay? Let's go back home here. There's also Pearl capabilities. If you would like to send out a link, put it on your website, post it on social media. Once you're set up, there's a Pearl link here that you could utilize. And this here, if anytime a client clicks on this link, they'll be able to, or at least have the ability to self-enroll without you even being there. They'll go ahead and put in their information, drugs, doctors, that kind of thing. And then once they submit it, you'll become agent of record. They get issued out, just as if you were there, not face to face, but at least you're the agent of record for that plan. Going back to quotes, as far as setting up, we're in 2026. We'll put in the zip code here. I'm just going to put in my zip code. MAPD. You can obviously put in more information to be a little more detailed ahead of time, but all this stuff you see here, you can add later, okay? So just for a basic quote, view all plans. And immediately for a Medicare Advantage plans, you'll see, this is in Florida, my area, you can kind of see what's available out there. And then from here, if you wanted to filter it out, if there's something specific that you think your client's gonna need, you can do it either by carriers, all right? Or you can do it by, again, if there's any give back plans, some folks hear that on TV. If there's any in the area, they can find out what a give back is for some of these plans, ranging from $0 to $184. And then from there, if they want to, these tabs at the top here, if they wanted to go further into those plans, they can quickly, check on that and then add drugs, add their pharmacy, add their doctors. And then from there, it'll narrow these down to what the best plan is. And they could even take that plan and they can compare it to the current plan that they're on once they add it here.
And what's cool is once you enter this data in for a client, it saves it for the following year too. So, if you have, say you put 100 clients into Sunfire, you'll see their plans for next year. So it makes it super easy for you to compare the plans, the following year. You already have all their information.
Yep. But just as far as high level though, that's what I wanted to show here. I don't know if we want to go further into this, or obviously once you choose a plan, you literally go right into the enrollment, and then from there, it's just you and the client submitting it. I will say that if you're not doing this face to face, you do have the ability to do over the phone sales with recording capability. I don't have it set up right now. Let's see, not available. Let's see if it will. As long as you have a microphone, speaker set up with your computer or laptop, you'll be able to set up a phone and then have those phone calls recorded. Whenever you make those phone calls to any clients, they're all recorded. They're housed for 10 years to being compliant with CMS. If they need to be retrieved, you can definitely contact us or Sunfire, and we can retrieve those phone calls for you. But again, that's another feature that we have with Sunfire that doesn't charge you anything for the enrollments or for the use of the recording features. There are some CMS guidelines out there as well, disclaimers that have to be put out. Once you're on a phone call, you have the ability to either click a button to have like a pre-recorded person say the disclaimer, or you can say the disclaimer verbatim yourself, which is right there in front of you when you are making, at least starting that sale or presentation with the client. Kyle, did you have anything else to add to this?
I would just note there are a lot of carriers this year that are not paying commissions. And I know on the, Gerald, if you went back or take off that tab, you'll see right on there, it will tell you that the plan is non-commissionable. So do not enroll a client in that plan unless you don't want to get paid. I don't know, I did see it before. Yeah, see how it says non-commissionable? So a lot of the carriers are making big cuts this year. So definitely make sure that you see that before you go enroll someone, that you're not putting them in a plan that you're not going to get paid anything on.
Yep. So currently here in this area, only Humana is a commissionable plan, and if that's their choice, you go right into the enrollment, pop in their drugs, and then it'll, again, you'll be able to see exactly what their cost will be as well. But it's nice that they can go in here and begin the enrollment and then submit it through. As far as signature-wise, you've got text signature, e-signature, and even voice signature to complete the sale if it's not face-to-face. And again, I would definitely urge you, if it's your first time using this platform, definitely set up and schedule a demo with Max, and he can run through this whole thing. I would say start to finish probably takes about 25, 30 minutes. But again, depending on what you need help with, if you understand the scope of appointments or the phone aspect, you only want to see the enrollment part. Again, this stuff can only take just 10 minutes just to get run through real quick. Very user friendly though. Let's see. Anything else I can show them, Kyle?
I think that's good for high level,
Okay.
And I'm sure a lot of you guys that are selling Medicare now are probably using a Sunfire platform already. So partnering with us, you'll have access to Sunfire and obviously all the carriers that are on there.
Yep. I was going to go quickly to the Pearl page. They can see what the Pearl looks like. If a client was to click on, they can go ahead and see a picture of you, your phone number. If they have any questions, they can contact you directly, or they can go right into the quote. Oops. And again, this is client facing now, and now they're pretty much putting in their information, and then they're going to submit the application themselves. I'm just skipping some of the questions, some of the first ones here, just so they can go right into it. And then now, if they wanted to narrow it down to here are the plans, and then from there they can pretty much start putting in the information, doctors, medications, to figure out what can be the best for them. But again, just something else I know that a lot of our agencies use, where they can just put it onto their website. A client can start a quote themselves. If they have trouble in the middle of it, they could easily call the phone number at the top to reach out to the agent. He can go ahead and take a code from them, and then pretty much flip the quote that they started onto their screen and finish out the sale.
Yeah, you want to make sure if you are assisting them with the sale that that you do everything as an agent. You have to record the phone call and all that. But if they are self-enrolling themselves, then there's nothing really you need to do as the agent, and you still get credit.
Cool.
Yeah, looks good. Thanks, Joe.
Oh, that didn't work though. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right, you want to flip the screen back?
Yep, there we go.
There we go. All right, yeah, thanks, Gerald. So yeah, I mean, the Sunfire platform is amazing. I mean, our agents love it, so definitely utilize that and a value-added benefit. And then going back to the Lead Star, yeah, it's one of our exclusive lead vendors that we're using here. Well, it's an internal platform here that AmeriLife developed, and they actually partner with over 100 lead vendors. So they're always trying new vendors, seeing what's working and all that. But it does work, and I know Gerald and I, like I said, we have tons of agents using it now. All right, yeah, on to the last slide. Like I said, you guys, right now we're in AEP. So if you're selling Medicare now and you want to partner with Levinson, you can submit your 90-day intent to transfers, and we can provide you guys with the instructions on that. Every carrier is a little different on what you need to do. But yeah, if you do want to move stuff over, we can start the process now, and then you would move your contracts over 90 days from that date, right? Otherwise, we'll have to wait until after AEP when things slow down and all that. If you can get a release from your current upline, some FMOs are good about it, some are not so good. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys see that in the annuity and life space as well. You want to move your contracts to Levinson.
Oh yeah,
So that's really
absolutely.
that. That's really that on
Now
the.
that
Go ahead, Bill.
No, that was fantastic, guys. And I think a lot of our agents that are watching this right now, you're probably scratching your head saying, "Wow, this is very similar to our life platform today on our website." From A to Z, we have you covered. And basically, and Kyle or Gerald, you can answer, but once the agent is active, they're set up, they have access to everything you just went over at no charge, right? As long as they're writing and active, correct?
Correct. Yeah, AmeriLife
Except
covers all the costs on the enrollment platform. The quoting tools, all that good stuff. So yes.
Yeah, that's great. And then once you reach a certain level with certain carriers, there's even marketing dollars available. So we can also discuss that at a later time. But I think most important, I just wanted you all to see, and I know a lot of you are going to watch this in the next week or two. We're going to send out the recorded version. But either way, I think most important, how we look at everything, right? On the life and annuity side, and we study it, we try to perfect it. The same exact thing went into the health platform. I mean, we've been working on this. I know we just came out about 2 weeks ago with the announcement, but this is going on for over a year now. So we did our due diligence. We found the best team, A through Z, and here it is. The one thing I just got a few questions in, Kyle or Gerald too, that some of the agents are saying that they're experienced on the life and annuity side, they're newer to this side. Should they wait? They'll obviously fill out the form now, but do you think they should wait until after open enrollment for the training and the one-on-one?
I mean, you can start training now for sure. I mean, if you just have one or two clients you're trying to help now, it's tough. I mean, to get appointed, with the Medicare Advantage carriers, it's going to take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, realistically, from start to finish before you get your agent number back. So, that already puts you close to the end of November, really, and it ends on December 7th. So we can definitely start now. But I mean, if you have multiple clients that really need help and you want to assist them, I mean, we got to get the process started now. Or, we wait until after AEP when things slow down and then get ready for next year. You know what I mean?
Okay, great. So yeah, what I would suggest is either way, get that form filled out, and then we'll set up a schedule that works for Kyle and Gerald and yourself, and go from there. And then what I also want you to look at is if you're a life annuity agent, you're with us for years, even maybe final expense or working on term insurance, think about the door openers, right? We all know we need to get a foot in the door to share our story, right? So this is such a great product line for just that within itself. And then go back, I think there's a certain amount of time that has to go by, but build the relationship, and then, talk about life insurance, annuities, maybe retirement planning in general, whatever it is. But this is the ultimate door opener. And then, especially on the products that pay a good commission and great renewals, this is your own literally self-built annuity for yourself, for retirement purposes, because the renewals are incredible. So there's so many opportunities here. And I think now you know why we put all of this together for you to cover all bases. Again, one-stop shop. And I'm going to just give you one more example, and then I'm going to get into the rest of our slides here. But we had we didn't even announce this yet. And we had an agent reach out, and he's like, Bill, I have a client. I need to sign up right away. I can't wait. So we made the introduction, right? And to actually, I think Kyle handled this call. But all I know is the agent called me back and said, Bill, this was great. I didn't realize I was getting half the commission I should have been getting. I guess half of whatever the suggested street level was. He's like, this is the best thing in the world. He was so happy. So I'm sure there's a lot of opportunity out there. And all I know, and I know that you can feel comfortable knowing that they are going to put you in the right contract with the right training, the right platforms, which we all just witnessed. So we also stand behind that 110%, as you know. So anyway, all right, good stuff. Kyle or Gerald, do you want to end with any last words before I get started on my other slides here?
Do you want to go?
Anything else?
Well, yeah, I just want to say thanks again, and we look forward to helping out any agents that are looking for assistance. So yeah, and then just to go back on what Kyle was mentioning about Medicare Advantage taking close to 3 weeks, that's true. But some of you agents may already have clients that maybe want a Medicare supplement. Those don't require any type of certification or training. They're all the same, and if they're looking to, if they're looking for a plan now on the Med Sup side, you can get contracted within, again, up to, I would say 10 days, 10, 1.5, maybe 1.5 weeks tops, get you up and running with a writing number that you could help some of your current clients now.
Okay, good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's great. We're excited. So thanks, Bill, for the opportunity, to work with your agents and agent base, and we value that relationship. So we are very excited to, work with you guys and help out on the Medicare side.
Well, same here, same here. And make sure too, for all of you agents, you're going to see, we have a slide on our expo for 2026. You will definitely see either Kyle or Gerald there in person, also presenting. So we're for the first time ever, we'll have life, annuity, and health covered at the expo. So that'll be another great time to shake hands and meet face to face. Okay, good stuff. Thank you again, guys. Let me, we'll fast forward. I have about 10 minutes left. We'll get everyone out a little early, and then we have our question of the day. And I saw other questions come in, which we're going to answer as soon as we wrap up. And if we need to patch in Kyle or Gerald, we will do that as well. But don't worry, every single comment or question will get replied to. I promise you that. Okay, so how to get started. As you know, our homepage on LevinsonAssociates.com. You just click on contracting. Everything is there. On the right-hand side is the new senior health request form. Okay, so fill that out, and then you just literally click on the bottom if you're experienced or not. And if you are, you got a call the same day. If not, it might take a few days, like they just mentioned, because of open enrollment. But either way, we will get you set up 100%. So let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is talk about literally the biggest event of the year for Levinson and Associates. And what I'm so excited about, and I just mentioned it, is this will be the first expo ever, right, that we had since 1972, where we're going to cover life, annuity, and health. Okay, when I say cover, I'm not saying that lightly. Keynote speakers. We're probably going to do breakout sessions, definitely an agent panel. We'll bring in our top carrier VPs. And then here's what's so neat too about 2026 Expo. On the bottom right corner, right, is that's where you can qualify as an agent for one free night at our 2-bedroom suite right on the sand, right on the ocean. Okay, we pay, it's on us. Plus the event is complimentary. And then starting at $70,000, we have another level, round trip airfare. Then another $10,000 is round trip airfare and 2 free nights at the 2-bedroom suite on the sand. Now, in December, if you say, oh, Bill, I'm doing good, but I don't know if I'm quite at that $80,000 or $100,000 premium level. In December, we're doing double credit. So double premium credit. And my favorite part now, before it was just life, and we included annuity a few years back. Now it's life, annuity, and health, including supplemental products. So you can package everything in together, and then December is double credit, which means this is very achievable, okay, for most of you. And if you're brand new and you haven't even written an app yet, let's just say you just got appointed and you still want to make it to the networking lunch, the breakfast, right, the big day, it's okay. It's free. It's complimentary. The only thing you have to do is RSVP. And before it's capped out, which the cap by fire code is 300. So I do suggest you RSVP ASAP. Okay, make sure you get a spot, and then everything is complimentary. All right, let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is talk about our newsletter. I know we have a lot going on now with our trainings, with all 3 parts of the industry now covered, right? And you're probably saying to yourself, oh my gosh, it was hard to keep track of just life and annuity. And you're right. And that's why we put together the 411 newsletter. So everything that we have here at Levinson is in this one-click graphic. Very simple. Okay. Everything's in front of you. You just point and click, And then boom, if there's a new product, a new carrier, maybe a product went away, maybe there's some new technology, new platform, new lead program, everything is here. It's in your inbox every other week. Okay. And now you're also going to see some health info built in here as well moving forward. Okay. Let's keep moving forward right now. What we're going to do now let's talk about our social media posts. First time ever, we highlighted the health insurance side. So, every week, every webinar, we go into LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and we do a search, right? If it's indexed UL, if it's Medicare, whatever it is, we want to see the top performing posts. You usually can click recent or top performing. So we do top performing because we want to give our agents an example of what's working, right, for this topic. So on the left-hand side, here's what we found, okay? And you can see, again, not rocket science, Medicaid versus Medicare, know the difference, right? So in the four walls, right, we all know the difference, but you have to remember these consumers, these prospects have no idea, right? It's just about educating, okay? Very simple. This one post created over 50 comments, shares, and likes. What does that mean for you, right? Mikey, the agent from Nevada. What does it mean? It means you're going to reach out to every one of those 50 people that commented, liked, and shared because obviously there was interest. That could be new leads for you for free. Okay, right-hand side. Here's Medicare Mike to the rescue, right, with the cool haircut. So what does this say? Okay, what is this so in depth that, oh, you can't put this together this afternoon? No, simple, common sense. Need help with Medicare? Okay, click here. Look at the number of likes, comments, and shares. Okay, almost 600. Okay, and you could say, Bill, I only have 17 followers. It's okay, because if 3 reply and say, oh, wow, can you help me with my Medicare questions? Free lead, okay, for nothing. So that's how you have to look at this. But now you have another angle. You can help your clients not just with life or annuity anymore. You can help them with health insurance as well. Okay, keep everything under one roof. It's not like it was 23 and a half years ago where you had to specialize in one thing and be the best at it. Now your clients are going online. They're doing searches. There's AI now, okay, which means they're more educated. You have to get more educated, which we will help you with, okay? And then you can offer everything. Be the one-stop shop, and then you don't have to worry about referring out the business and potentially losing that client for other lines of products down the road. So you got to start thinking like this. And I say it every week. Let's keep moving forward. The podcast, another great training tool that's free. Okay, so no one else, as you know, has anything like this where they sit down with top agents, industry leaders, influencers, all the above, and pick their brain for an hour. Okay, and then roll this out for free, complimentary. So anyway, 61, my last podcast, 61 with Kent Sawyers. I mentioned it already. He's crushing it this year. He will be a top 10 Levinson agent this year just because of one. He's been with us for over 15 years because of one relationship, okay, that he built, right? He turned the corner February, March of this year, and he went from, who knows, probably top maybe 5 to 10,000 to top 10. And this is the story. It's 1 hour long. It's amazing. Check it out when you can. It's on all your favorite podcast channels, YouTube, or on our website. We'll also include all of this in the thank you email. But he crushed it, and I think you're going to love the story. The next version is going to be this week on Friday. So similar story, but with an annuity agent that's crushing it right now. So you're going to hear from Ron for podcast 62, and we're going to roll that episode out the following week. Okay, so I think early first week of November, you'll have that in your inbox. Let's keep moving forward. I want to talk about our breakfast training. Make sure you are registered once again. So we're going to start at 9 a.m. We'll run for about 2.5 to 3 hours. Manhattan Life, another great company when it comes to supplemental products. They even have an ultimate long-term care door opener product called HHC. It's basically guaranteed issue, but these are kind of like the low-hanging fruit, right? That you can either have the client self-enroll through Insure Me Now Direct or do this together with them, but comp is great, renewals are great, and if you're selling health already, it's a great tie-in. Even if you're not, it's okay because everyone wants to talk about living benefits, right? Critical illness, accidental death plans, accident expense. They want to talk about long-term care, home health care products. So everyone needs a product like this, and you can have a great resource and learn all about the latest and greatest on the 7th of November. And we're going to be launching the latest lead program here live at this event in South Florida. Let's keep moving forward. This is our menu of training events. So think of you're at dinner tonight, appetizers, salads, entrees, desserts, right? This is the Levinson menu of live training. So between the podcast, the webinars, the expo, the breakfast trainings, everything is highlighted in blue. Top left is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Ensure Me Now Direct, the latest and greatest on that platform, which, by the way, it's all complimentary. Just under that, Baltimore Life has some new products, some new bullets they want to share on the 6th of November. Let's move over to the right-hand side. August Star has a relaunch part 2 on the 13th, and then SILAC, bigger and better than ever. We have our VP on as a guest speaker to talk about the latest in the FIA space. Just under that, we bring in Coach Chris, who's not tied to any carrier. So he's a true third-party consultant. He's going to give us his picks to end 2025 and start fresh and start strong for 2026. Everything around the annuity space and industry. That's going to be on December 11th to close out the year. Make sure you're on that call. Now we have our last and final slide. So here's where we do our question of the day. First, I want to move to the left side, which is our Positive Tuesday quote, right? The hashtag on the bottom, keep moving forward. Fear typically shows up when growth is right in front of you. Walk forward, keep going, and never look back. Don't let fear or anything else hold you back, right? Just like maybe if you're new to the health space, we're here to help you, okay? Don't think, oh, I never did this before. It's like a new language, okay? We assembled the best team in the industry to hold your hand, help you with everything from A to Z. I said it probably 7 times already, okay? But you got to jump in. You got to start, okay? And what you're going to find, it's a totally different type of transaction than selling life and annuity. Much easier, right? They say these products are bought, not sold, okay? What does it mean? It means more doors will open for you to then build relationships and go back and talk about other types of products and needs, okay, for your client, for your business, for the practice. Anyway, enough said. Let's go to my question of the day. Get your little fingers on the keyboard. Whoever's first and correct wins Apple AirPods and the IUL prospecting book. Okay. Everybody ready? Okay. I see a thumbs up. Who was the guest speaker in episode 61 on the Bill Levinson Experience podcast? Who was the guest speaker in episode 61 on the Bill Levinson Experience podcast? Tell us his name, little hint, his name, and you win. Andrew's going to tell us who was first and who was correct.
Okay, it's Roxanne B. Roxanne B.
Roxanne B. The answer was Kent Sawyers. He was on 61, the guy that literally went from whatever, 10,000 to a top 10 Levinson agent in 2025 based on one relationship. Check it out when you can. Congrats, Roxanne. Thank you again, Kyle, Gerald, and the rest of the team. This was awesome. And we are going to knock it out of the park on the health side. I know it. I can already see by the reactions here. Call us with any questions. And again, anyone that had questions, comments, we will circle back today after the webinar, and then you'll see a thank you email in your inbox before we leave tonight. Thanks again and great selling.